Oh, hello, and welcome again to the Spa Day Bitchin Bowl. Now, what is a Spa Day Bitchin Bowl? It is, of course, our salad niçoise. Now, a niçoise salad is traditionally with tuna and then a bunch of different incremental components that you artfully arrange but don't allow to touch on the salad. And we're gonna just get started. I have my lettuce, which is lovely. I've got some of my components hanging out there, and I'm gonna get started with the tuna, which I'm going to pan sear, and then again, artfully arrange on top of the bowl. And while I do this, we're going to talk a little bit more about wellness. We've talked a lot about fitness, but we haven't really talked about wellness. We shall. Okay, so we have some components that are basically boiled. It's kind of like many boiled things on a salad. And so I'm bringing some water to the boil, and we're just gonna wait on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to do this tuna, which is gonna start with an egg white. I'm gonna add a little Dijon, because there's so many good Dijon-y nuances, I think, to the salad niçoise. So just a little Dijon into my egg white. I'm gonna whip that up. Let's talk wellness. So we didn't really cover this at the beginning, and I feel like that was a faux pas on my part, which is supplements, right? Or just things that you take to feel better. And I just wanna kind of get the elephant out of the room on this challenge and before and in the foreseeable future. I am not entertaining any sort of prescription medication for any weight loss or really anything, because I'm what you would call a bad patient, meaning that I don't usually follow through with taking the pills. And this goes for supplements too. I like supplements. I think they're pretty. I often go down the aisle and take a look at them. I'm very intrigued. I will purchase them. And then I very carefully tuck them away right above my coffee mugs and let them sit there safely until they've expired. There are some exceptions. I like the magnesium gummies. I like wellness formula. I would like wellness formula. It's amazing. And I don't know, maybe some like D vitamins if you're in the Pacific Northwest and there hasn't been sunlight for a while. I'll do those. Not consistently, but yeah, I'll have a taste. Okay, I've whipped this kind of enough. And now, ooh, it's getting frothy. Now I'm going to put it on my beautiful albacore tuna. You don't have to use this kind of tuna. You could use ahi tuna, you could use canned tuna for this, but I have access to really great albacore and I'm gonna use it. Tell you what, I need a basting brush. I'm pretty sure it got repurposed for painting a large cardboard box. I always find all my things out there, you know? All right, but this is doing the trick. And I'm going to flip it over, do the other side, and then we're going to coat it with black pepper, white pepper, salt, just so that it can get a crust. I'm actually not trying to take away too much from the beautiful fresh flavor of the fish. I'm not going sesame seed on this. I'm going niçoise style. Okay, while I do this, the coating of the fish, let's talk more about wellness. So I'm sure you're like, hey girl, you got no supplements. How are you getting all those beautiful vitamins and nutrients in your body? Well, that is where food becomes very important to me. I know I kind of like teased a little bit before about how we have really wonderful functional ingredients in our sauce. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that. Let's just start with the oil. I talked a little bit already about the supply chain of it, which I think is so beautiful. But also, it's really just a great thing. And let's just get into it. So sometimes when I'm walking those supplement aisles, I see a beautiful thing that's called resveratrol because it gives you great age-defying properties. And I just think to myself, oh baby, you got a whole bunch of that back home because grapeseed oil is chock full of it. And I don't know if you guys are privy to the whole double washing system, but basically you start with like an oil wash and then a non-oil wash. And I go straight to the grapeseed oil. It's awesome, doesn't clog your pores. Highly recommend if you have more than, 5 minutes to dedicate to your skincare routine. The other fun thing that I wanted to talk about today, we're gonna talk a little bit about nutritional yeast, which is one of the things that makes sauce so addicting. It has so many B vitamins in it, and they're just like little happy pills. It's so good. And the stuff that we use isn't fortified, so it's not extra. It's not anything that doesn't already exist within the nutritional yeast. It's the yeast, baby. And it's kind of a funny thing, but like my mom used to tell us all the time, like whenever we were little and had acne breakouts, it was like, oh, you just make a nooch mask and you just sleep with that, and then it will revitalize your skin and suck out anything gross, and then it'll be perfect. So I actually still do that too. Nooch mask. We're just talking health and beauty. We're talking functional stuff. And I think it's really great that the stuff that you would put on your face to look gorgeous is going in your body to make you feel gorgeous. All right, fish is going on. Again, I'm doing this with grapeseed oil, and not just because of the whole spiel, but it actually has a great high smoke point, which is gonna be really perfect for cooking a seared tuna. Okay, tuna is sitting pretty. It's been seared and it's now resting. So we're gonna make our dressing. Green Onion Bitchin Sauce. This is what we're using for our dressing. We've got that. We're going to add some, cheers. We're gonna add some Dijon, which is gonna taste so nice. And we're gonna add some white wine vinegar, which is going to make this more of a vinaigrette. Just give her a nice little gathering together of flavors. And that's ready. That's ready to go right on there. Okay, so what goes in this bowl? Well, we know that there's tomatoes. We know that there's olives. I have some leftover beans, my marinated beans, and I think that those will go great in here, so I'm gonna put those in there. And then I've got some artichokes, which I'm gonna put in there. And we'll just get started with those before we add our boiled components, the potato, the egg, the green bean. And those are actually all so necessary to this particular dish. When I boil them, I kind of do like a parfait of it, layers. I go potatoes first, then I put my egg on top, and then at the last moment, I put in the green beans for a little blanching. And then I try to pull them out all at the same time because we don't have time to waste. Almost there, getting closer. Okay, we're still boiling. So we're just gonna chop up some herbs that I think will go nicely on top. Got some chives, got some parsley. We've done it. We've done this bowl. We've got all of our good things on there. They're all in their own little neat spot. It's so pretty. We're gonna dress it up. We're gonna herb it down, and then we're gonna dig in. Just going all over it. Look at those great little French beans. Those are wonderful. This is the spa salad of your dreams. And our fish turned out so great. All right, herbs. I must have the herbs. Yeah, especially like right on those potatoes. A little on the egg. All right, it's time to dig in. Waited so long, should just boil the water beforehand. But here we go, and we're so thankful for this whole process. So thankful to be able to share the bowls together, and cheers to your wellness, to your health. I'm going in the middle because it's the only place I can get a little bit of everything. The Dijon and green onion, they work swimmingly together. And on a potato, this just makes me want to make potato salad, which could also be a spa salad. Nice. Thankful for you. Have a bitchin' day.